Hi everyone, welcome to Kira's Book Den. My name is Kira. I'm here today. I'd like to share some books that I've purchased with some special gift cards I got given at work due to an award I received, and just a few of the others that I purchased over the last 6 months or so from my birthday and Christmas and all that sort of thing. So there's no I don't know much about many of these books, but I sort of just skim blurbs, and I'm also what I like to call a cover obsessed person. So won't know like the fully ins and outs of things because I like to go into books blind. But this is what I've grabbed over the last 6 months with all those wonderful gifts and things that I've received. The first one is the second, I had this one on pre-order, the second book in the Wolf King trilogy, The Night Prince. I haven't read the first one yet. I've been saving, I wanted to save to get at least this second one. I love Wolf Shifters. I've only really read little novella Wolf Shifter books, so I'm really excited to read a proper good trilogy that's like a chunky book, so I'm keen for that, the first one and for that one. Then I also grabbed Elsie Silver's full series of the Rose Hill series, so now I'm all up to date with Elsie Silver until Fever Dream is out. With having the books anyway, I'm not up to date with actually reading her yet. So Wild Love, Wild Eyes, Wild Side, and Wild Card. So lucky that all three of these were at Big W together, so I managed to, and then I grabbed this one extra for $12 on Amazon because it wasn't on the shelves there. So I'm excited to continue my Elsie Silver collection. That's them there. I love the colours of her covers, they're really beautiful. You'd all know, if you've watched the video, that I read Pen Pal last month. It was February. Sorry, we're already in April, so February I read. So of course, I've sort of been keen to pick up with JT Geissinger. This one, Queens and Monsters series. I believe it's Mafia or something dark. I don't really know. I just know it's J.T. Geissinger, and I want to read everything she has. So I got Ruthless Creatures, Carnal Urges, Savage Hearts, and Brutal Vows. I really have started to enjoy dark romance, so she's going to be probably one of my new favourite authors, just along with like I love Monica James and L.J. Shen, Penelope Douglas I love as well. I also grabbed from J.T. Geissinger Black Thorn. It looks like romantasy, but it's actually not. It's more about the black thorns and crofts. The crofts are apparently a ruthless titan of crofts pharmaceuticals, and there's a bitter blood feud between the black thorns and the crofts. So it's more like dark romance than romantasy. And in the same vein as being excited about the Wolf King trilogy. I've also grabbed, just because I've heard good things, and again another good thick one, Diabound. I was going to listen to this, but I saw it for really cheap, and I used some of my gift card to get that one, so I grabbed that one. Also, when I was out getting my mum a book, of course I can't go to a bookshop without grabbing something for myself, and that was Half City. It's apparently got vibes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so like not exactly it, but like just a similar sort of vibes apparently. So I'm Buffy crazy. It has always been, from the start, was my favourite show in the world. It replaced Xena. Xena was my favourite, and then Buffy came along. So I'm keen, and I've got all the Buffy books up in here. Over that way. All of them. Every single one in those two shelves. And so, if this is like got those sorts of vibes, I'm so keen, I'm so excited for it. Then I've been hearing things about this one. I like the premise of like this woman. It's called The Wedding People by Alison Espach. I like the premise of the woman going to a hotel to wanting to end her life, and then ending up caught up with this wedding party. So that'll be really interesting. The cover at first put me off, and I thought it was more literary fiction. I'm not really into like dry literary stuff, but then I heard some people talking about it on BookTube, and so I thought I'd give it a go. And I found these two of Penelope Ward. I love her romances. I especially love her books with Vi Keelan. I'm not sure that I've read her individual books yet. So I got Taylor's Father, which is an age gap romance. It's got a guy on the cover that I'm using as a model for one of my characters, actually, with something that I'm writing at the moment. That's interesting. He's what drew me to the book in the first place. But also I love Penelope Ward. She's amazing. And also Gentleman 9, which is about a guy who pretends to be an escort. Basically, it's like a girl off who two guys decided they both liked her, but because they both liked her, they decided she was off limits, and then one guy breaks the pact, and then this guy, once the other guy breaks the heart, this guy sort of sneaks in. So this one is for my personal journey. So I've had a lot The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. I've been meaning to get this for quite a few years. I have a lot of trauma from like DV relationships and stuff, and like bullying growing up, and it talks about how trauma sits in the body and how to basically deal with it. And I felt like I needed to get it now because I put it off, and I feel like something's not quite right at the moment. So I finally got it, and I'm going to try and work on myself a little bit. Just read it bit by bit, I suppose. I'm not very good with non-fiction. I absorb better, even information, I absorb it better through storytelling. But I think I need this. And if anyone else out there who suffers from trauma or anything like that, maybe you should check it out too. It's supposed to be a very good, one of the best books out there for this kind of thing. Then I haven't read the first one of hers I got yet, but I got this one called The Birdman's Wife from Melissa Ashley. I already also have this one that I haven't read of hers yet, that I got from, and I was actually on the bookshelf at work. I used to drop so many books off there, so I basically traded it. The Bee and the Orange Tree. I haven't read it yet, but it's totally down my alley. So sometimes I just buy books that of the same author that I haven't read yet, because I just know I'll enjoy them. And this one's like an artist Elizabeth Gould spent her life capturing the sublime beauty of birds the world has never seen before, but her legacy is eclipsed by the fame of her husband, John Gould. Now the birdman's wife at last gives voice to a passionate and adventurous spirit who is so much more than the woman behind the man. And so it's set in England's golden age of discovery. And this one is supposed to be a historical fiction as well, by the same author. If you've seen my previous reading wrap-ups from February, and I just posted the March one, just read the Secrets of the Nile duology by Isabel Ibanez, and I absolutely loved them so much. It's like, they were fantastic. So I found this one by her. It's a standalone called Together We Burn. Look how beautiful that cover is. And it's just it's about dragon arenas and stuff like that, and a flamenco dancer, and just, so I'm hoping it sort of has the slight magical in the real world sort of thing like the others did. Even if not, it's probably a bit more magical because it's got dragons, but it just sounds amazing. And look at that cover, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Sometimes, like I said, I'm a cover addict. I'll just look at a cover and like, I want to read that. That's sort of what I did with this one. Then I read the synopsis and I was like, oh heck yes. Some things I just know I'll like. Then I grabbed this one. I haven't read this author before. I've seen a lot about her, but this is one of the only standalones that she has. It just came out. So I want to give it a taste for her by reading this one before I sort of venture into more of her stuff. Things That Break Us by Michelle Hurd. She has a big mafia series, but it's massive. So I wanted to try something that's just like a standalone. And it's about some happily ever afters begin in tragedy. I'm an actor who hates the limelight. Everyone wants Eastern Rose attention. My money, my fame. It's impossible to have a real relationship with a woman, so I don't even try. But then there's Nova, my sister's best friend. She's been there our whole lives, and she's here now to help us when we need her most, when I need her most. I should keep my guard up, focus on my dying sister and her daughter, but I can't ignore Nova. Not with the way she carries this grief with me, the way she flinches when I move too fast, the ghost of something lurking in her eyes, the way she blushes when I get too close, making me wonder how close I can get. For once I don't want to keep my distance. Nova thinks she has nothing to give, but all I need is a chance. I know when we take our broken pieces and make something whole. No, we can, sorry. Then, alright, a couple more left. This one I want to start at the beginning. Cruel King by Rina Kent. I want to start at the beginning of the Rina-verse, and I want to see, I bought this one because it's on cheap, and I'm not sure about it yet, so I might just give this one a go and see how I like it or not. I know nothing about it. I just hear things about Rina Kent, and I don't know whether I like it, whether it'll be too dark for me. I don't know how dark I can go. So, I'll give it a go and see what I think. I've also got a prequel novella that I grabbed off her website on my Kindle. So that goes before this one. So we'll see if I enjoy Rina Kent. This one, Abby Jimenez, The Night We Met. It's second. Oops, I'm gonna move these out of the way. It's the second book in the same series as Say You'll Remember Me. And I know a little bit about it, but again, not much. So far I've read 2 Abby Jimenez, and I really enjoyed them both. So the Say You Remember Me I listened to on, I think, Spotify, and then I read her little novella that she put out last year called The Full Risk. That was really unique and fun, and one of those shorter stories that really hit well. So I'm gonna give that one a go. There's 3 more books. This is new Catherine Cowles, Across the Vanishing Sky. So she's known for romantic suspense. And this is a brand new series, so it's really cool to... I don't pre-order too many books. I pre-order some, but usually I'm really behind, so it's really kind of cool to like grab them as they come out for once. Same with this one I pre-ordered as well. Yeah, those 2. And these ones I also found for cheap when I use my voucher. Some of my vouchers, still got some left, so maybe another haul will come soon. 2 Japanese books. So The Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop by Takuya. I can't say it. Takuya Asakura. Sorry, it's hard to say. I literally bought it just for the freaking cover because I love pink and I love cherry blossoms. There's no cherry blossoms in Brisbane where I live because it's too hot and humid for them, but I just love those flowers. So keen for that one. It's a bookshop that vanishes apparently. I don't know. Well, it's exciting. And then this is the other Japanese one that I've heard really good things about. Before the Coffee Gets Cold by, let's see if I can say it. I can't do it. Toshikazu Kawaguchi. I can't do it. All power to y'all. So yeah, this will be the first like Japanese books that I'll ever get read. And this one is about a cafe that's gives customers a chance to travel back in time and to confront things, change things, rediscover something, but they have to get back before the coffee gets cold, otherwise they're stuck. Yeah, so it sounds just really interesting and different, and it was a bargain, mate, a bargain. Look at that gorgeous little cover. And same with this. The Japanese like their cats. Look, right there and right there. How cute. So that's my haul. Hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you've bought recently that you're looking forward to. So comment, subscribe, and like my video, and maybe share it too. And I'll see you next time. Bye.